Well, here we are in episode 2. And I open my eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful? You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of the pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Get the fuck up. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Oh, yeah, let's see how my boy's doing. You open the door to check in the little possum you met yesterday. Oh good, he's still there. That's nice, but it looks like you won't be able to use his clothes anytime soon. There you go, bro. Just stay there. What's the harm in letting the little man continue to nest in your clothes? At least your outfit from yesterday still smells pretty okay. Maybe no one will notice. I'll pull a deadly premonition and never shower. I am not texting Stella. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden, like my cousin. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It would have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finish waking up. Anything in the closet? Nope, the doll's still there. Maybe the doll isn't haunted after all. Though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Turn back to the rest of the room. Let's go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I guess. Where's the cat? Back in the kitchen, Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Yeah, we'll ask politely this time. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly that may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Hey. You sure took your time getting up. Hey, what's the plan for the day? What's the move? The plan is that I go to work and do my job, and you stay out of trouble. I'm late enough as it is, so listen up. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decide to ignore my text again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out. Can I hang out with you today? I don't want to be by myself. At the mines? No. Yeah, what's up with Stella, huh? What's up with you and Stella? We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Remain silent. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you're the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. Hey, hope you're holding up okay, or as good as you can with all the stuff we saw last night. I was up most of the night on cryptid forums. No real answers yet. I'm at the library now if you want to join. I have scones. Ghoster! You look at the Stella's text for a moment and put your phone back in your pocket. We're on our own. That's that. Time to start your day. We're going in the garden. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. We go investigate further. You wander further into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. We're investigating. Crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. Snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. Come on. She could be part of them. You never know. Keep it to yourself for now. No need to cause any worry just yet. I don't trust Stella. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Yeah, we're going to town. See what trouble we can get into. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know what the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Look what I found at the library. She said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol, and I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy in this harbinger of doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Lol, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I'll be there soon. I'm out. She's persistent, isn't she? You might as well make your way to the library and get this over with. Come on. This is bullshit. Make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you. No scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you witnessed, as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Jay. We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and well... You're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out of your way with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't with her. They're never apart. Chaos route. You say nothing, either unsure or unwilling to indulge Avery's curiosity. That bad, huh? I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend, and maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help you ease out your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Jay. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you are holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. We both know that there's something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, Jay, and God bless. Oh, a woman of the cloth. Probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. Well, I'm going to the general store. I gotta meet somebody new for a change. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. See ya! The young man doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Without stealing anything I could steal? This is bullshit. I fucked up. Come on, I don't want to talk to these people. These people suck. I'm going to the library, I guess. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and office long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it. Whatever. You head over to Stella and Kanika's table and settle in. You made it. Glad you could join us. Morning, Jay. You look tired. You say nothing. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. Keep it to yourself. It's probably nothing. No need to show what you found with the rest of the class, at least not yet. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Hey, Oscar, this is Jay, you know, Tabby's cousin. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. That Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what kids around here can get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know, the crowd she hangs out around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'm sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. You say nothing and let the others talk. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Or is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. It's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings, huh? Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. I should be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in the woods. If I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Jay, he's been hanging out with Stella too much. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around and getting into trouble. Well, we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Jay, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sits a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you to help out. Sorry, I can't read. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Reading is for suckers. You pick up one and lazily flip through it, but really you're just hanging around while Stella and Kanika do the work for you. Alright, if we're gonna go with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disaster as what brought it the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Let's look at our state. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? What the hell? Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps under the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's been bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought of that people may pay attention to anything that isn't him. He's fine. Let him shred the paper. Cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. I didn't actually do any reading. Sorry. Oh, okay. So let's see, there was some mine collapse in 1918. Maybe the ditchlings are here to warn about something like that happening again. It might not be a terrible place to start. Okay, good. All this talk of the mines around me reminds me though. There's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne. There's something wrong with him, like viscerally wrong. No kidding. He snuck up on us last night and called Jay out by name, sent chills down my spine. I don't know if there's much of a connection, but if we were headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. Let's roll. Look at us going on a caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Maybe you should be running the store. People don't steal. There is something missing. Reese! I really missed that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've been seeing each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, if we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Jay. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if you'd be okay if Reese could come out to hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyway. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten a chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Jay would get along super well too. Yeah, nothing strenuous here at all. We're just gonna stand around and look at trees. Dr. Kelly looks you up and down. Trees, huh? Reese's mom turned back in the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. She sighs again as if deciding to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Jay. That would be great. I can bring my side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Don't worry. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. I'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes you so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get her shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Jay. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you're other Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way, works for me. You know, I already know, man. It doesn't even matter. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Sorry about that little diversion, but I'm glad it means we have solid plans with Reese. It's hard to get him to come out, and I don't think the isolation is good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Yeah. Still, it was in a car crash, wasn't she? How'd you figure that one out? I mean, for starters, she tried to refuse a ride back to town if we made it out of the woods. It wasn't the sort of thing someone does unless there's some sort of trauma there. Still is a pretty open person too, but when I asked her about it after we got dropped off, she brushed it off. And you were pretty quick to change the subject when I asked her about it earlier. I don't know, it just makes sense. Damn, that's pretty impressive. Not a lot gets past you, huh? Can't believe she actually got into a car last night. She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. Yep. She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. It's just not fair. She's such a sweetheart, too. And so were her folks. Breaks my heart. So what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been in a wreck a few times. I've seen him. Or he's been a wreck. I swung by the general store this morning. Was the guy there your brother? Miles. Yes, he didn't do anything weird, did he? His ass was on the phone the whole time. That was terrible customer service. Oh god, I bet he was playing the Dragon Ball game. He spent like $200 on it last month. Don't get me wrong, he's family and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Can you please drive me out of town? Like, right now, we could both just leave and go somewhere far away here, with neither of us need to worry about ditchlings or cataclysmic events. Whoa, 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 there's no way I'm crossing Tabitha like that. The fact that she brought you here is a big deal. She doesn't see people. She doesn't have guests. You being here has got to mean something to her. And if she found out I was the one who drove you out of town, which she would, there's no telling what might happen. The Scarlets still hold lots of sway in this town, even if your cousin's all that's left of them. And hey, I don't think there's a lot to worry about yet. The ditchlings are just some weird animal, right? If we just stay out of the woods, I'm sure we'll be fine. Do you have any theories besides what's going on aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. But I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the south coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditchlings are like some kind of alopecia research monkeys, which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. What if they're aliens? Ha! That's hilarious. Absolutely not. Are aliens real? Totally. I'm sure there's life somewhere out there. Do they look like weird little hairless blob monkeys? Definitely not. Our whole hairless bipedal situation is one of the rarest body plans. Humans and other apes are super unique. Whatever multicellular life is out there, it's probably just crabs. The likelihood that they make it to space, let alone another inhabited planet. Dang, here I go getting worked up about aliens. Sorry, I have a lot of opinions on them. Why do you still live here? The town's a dead end. Okay, that's a little rude. But here to answer your question, yeah, that wasn't the plan. It still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top of my class, might I add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. You and Kanika sit in silence for the last 2 minutes of the ride. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Yeah, no shit. Stella's probably going to be another couple min. Hey y'all, how was the ride? Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. Didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? Guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time and too many. Probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. Fuck it. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm gonna go find my cousin. Whoa, really? You can't! You can't stop me. Alright, fine. Tattle your cousin if that's what you want to be. We could at least try to talk to some of the miners first. Okay, you two. Let's bring the temperature down a couple degrees. Fine. I'll be civil. So, the plan. You know, these cheesy old rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with really good mic. We can just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and if you change your mind about tattling, Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I miss this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. Guess we should part ways and start the call, huh? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. Something. Stella and Kanika chuckle on the other end of the line. Alright, cool. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. Pass through the unlocked fence and into the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. You make your way to the trailer in the middle of the camp. You disconnect from the call before opening the door. You You enter Tabitha's trailer and find her sitting at her desk, head buried in her hands. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the gun hanging above Tabitha's desk. But then they dart to the bulletin board on the sidewall. It's plastered with wanted posters for Stella, as well as a number of suspiciously ordinary photos of her and Gretchen. What are you doing here? What's with the gun? It's Perlan's. She put it up there to intimidate people. Always thought it was a little old-fashioned, but if it works, it works. You wouldn't have asked about it if it didn't leave an impression on you. Now, why are you here? I need you to take what's going on seriously. I need you to take me seriously. What, pray tell, do you think is going on that I'm not taking seriously? What monster of the week has Stella convinced you to prowling in the woods? There's some guy named Wayne who's been following me around town. There's something seriously wrong with him, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I could use your help. Apparently he used to work here. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm sure if you asked around about him, you'll hear some rumors, especially from my employees. They like to gossip. There was a man named Sam Wayne who worked here for a spell. Then he disappeared. It happens all the time in this line of work. People show up for a job from out of town, and they disappear one day after getting paid. I don't know what happened to the man. I didn't even know if he was still alive, but of course my workers blame me for running him off. Whatever, it's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. If you see him around, that's news to me, and also none of my business, as he is no longer my employee. Is there anything else I can help you with? There are monsters in the woods, Tabitha. I know it's hard to take this seriously, but we caught them on camera, and they're supposedly a portent of doom for the town. I'm not asking you to believe me, but I'm asking you to take me seriously. I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming from this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job. Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I'm actually getting ready for a bid meeting when you walked in, but if you want, you can just wait here for an hour or so. Can I swing back when I pick you up when I'm done? Just don't go around bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Don't so much as make an eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I'll see you then. Tabitha leaves the room. As soon as she's got... I call these people back. Hey, is everything good? I think she's hiding something. That woman's hiding a lot of things, but if some of those things are related to what's happening in town... Oh, come on, Neeks. Cut Jay some slack. Tabby's not that bad. She totally is, though. No use sticking around here. And continue my investigation. As soon as you leave Tabitha's office, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror, the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. What are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey Jay, are you still there? I've just been getting static from you. Nothing happened. You sure? I could have sworn I saw you talking to someone. Wait, it wasn't Wayne, was it? Are you okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but with how the hollow went to static, what if he's like a ghost? Like actually a ghost? I hate to say it. Still, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Jay. Told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. That I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Me trying to be lead just makes me we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Jay, we've got your back. I just don't want to go back to you guys. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What's she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. Yeah, you guys can stay there. Rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She didn't! I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After it collapsed, they killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like, Kanika said a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down there. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Jay and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. Still and Kanika disappeared in the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Hey. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. The kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured I should let you know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I tried reasoning with you. It's not like you'll listen. No need to hit snarky. I'll wait. Good. Tabitha hangs up on you. Find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. Stand inside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements. Huh, you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs. Sure, okay, you've worn me down. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me to guide the way. Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected, and the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people? 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it would be okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down here to the deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mines. A hateful and broken presence stir in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Hey, this place is haunted by the tragedies of the past, not by literal restless spirits. Don't go all ghost hunter on me. Whatever we disturbed is probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mines, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in a thick cloud around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridor, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in, so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know what is you. Miles, it better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika down here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? I think she just hates our family. She doesn't know our family. She knows me, barely. mean, it's more in the sense that she hates what her family represents. This town has a bloody history to it, and the coal is a dirty business. And that doesn't mean it's my fault. What am I supposed to do? Close the mine and let everyone lose their jobs? I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but I don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. Let's move on. They're close. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. Within it, a group of teens engage Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility. He says they only abandoned his mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby. Hey, Jay. We thought you lost you in here. Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. You dumb motherfucker. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps the strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, Stella, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. Well, I've been living in a library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay in our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks their house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and was lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There is no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You're all children and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly, Rosalina, not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not immature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? What is all this babbling and why is she smiling like a freak? Get the hell out of here. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should be breaking in Ghostbusted or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Dude, weed. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Who even is... Oh, Miles is that dude. Also, Rosalita lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking like this? It's a thing. It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or crushed by rocks or meets any one of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for things? For scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I don't know this is why we can't... I know this... It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. They're an old Cornish myth named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in the mines right before a collapse. Oh yeah, let's check it out. This is a good idea. Some say the knocking is a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella. I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along, too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper in the mines. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Here's something over the sound of Stella pleading with the Kanika and Tabitha, something like the shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Hey, you guys have fun in there. You wink at Rosalina and gesture towards the tunnel. Who are you to ruin these kids' fun? She meekly smiles and disappears into the hole. Wait a second. Where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh, that must have been squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, we just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Ugh, didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each of one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Jay. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I could not, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you're not about to weasel your way out of this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Ugh, there's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. So he's my mystical. There's no way around it. It isn't just those kids. Something is calling out to us from down below. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure. Won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Dude, weed. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dollying. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance at Tabitha benches forward. Go deep in the mines. The mines of Moria. As the three of you move deeper into the mines, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are you doing this again? I thought you and Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Somebody thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. ... Hey! I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty of from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know. You seem kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what other people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. Gosh, I'm not so sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Becca. It's just sound mines. Mine sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I'm sure the tunnel that we went through is going to meet up back with us. Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers. Oh, calm down, both of you. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got deeper in the mines, the bravado in the face of authority would vanish in a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deep in the mines, which is also bad for obvious reasons. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mines, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else, the quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are, the tunnel that crawled through that passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Guess I'm going in. Up to the ladder and climb down. Pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think this is actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yep, they're close all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost. Voices around you, those of teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Jay? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives toward you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. You said we wouldn't use the shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done. Jay, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. Looked like you had a seizure or something, and then Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go! Okay, I will, Alexis. You don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where she's going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place, the sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's got to be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We're probably just hallucinated. How can you be sure? Look, this kind of thing happens in mines sometimes, especially when there's bad ventilation. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath and looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of a rock fall. I don't know what the hell is up with that knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. You have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is not be buried alive ourselves. You reach towards Rosalina. They made their choice, Rosalina. Don't die for their mistake. They didn't know what they were doing. I should have pushed harder. If they die down here, it's my fault. If it makes you feel any better, you can die down here too if you want. I don't care. Rosalina hesitates for a moment. Alexis, Becca, the way is out this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. Okay, let's go. She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing. This way, come on. Cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent their entire working life in and around coal mines. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the three of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry I left you guys. It's deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. And there it is. Freedom. The three of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Alexis. Do you think the other two? Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there? God. I'm so sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. And they can start digging. I'll call Earl. Takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kanika are afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Hey guys. Sometimes I forget my voices. Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? Yeah. Rosalina made it out alive because she stood up for herself. You should be proud. She's a good kid, Oscar. Thanks. I'm gonna lay it on the line, bro. Rosalina told you you've been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from all that. Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand, there's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. And because of me. Because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish you could understand. Oh bro, use my magic. I'll put the spirit to rest. We shall perform the seance tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll do whatever it takes, Oscar. Okay, I'm in too. Thanks you guys, that really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. Oh Rosa, no. Of course I'm not mad at you. You think maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere? Rosalina. I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and safe. We couldn't have gone back for them, right? We couldn't have made it out if we went back. Yeah, you're right. We wouldn't have made it out if we went back for them. They don't deserve to be down there. Why should I have made it out when they didn't? This isn't about what people deserve, Rosa. You have no idea how grateful I am that you're still here. It's not fair, Dad. It's just not fair. I know, Rosa, but I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now until we get them out of there is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm going to do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're going to have a good life again, Rosa. I'm so sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad? We're on the case. You always look so happy. We'll be okay, I promise. I'm going to take her home. I guess we'll see the three of you tomorrow. Thank you, Jay. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Jay. My men are up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest. Now, hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Oh, this is the younger cop. Now, hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. Don't you dare try to pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. You need to talk to us. We witnesses too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson, but you can call me Earl. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Jay's family happens to own? And don't you think it's even a bit more odd that Jay happened to be in there with them at the time of the said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar. I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Jay, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, good cops should ask themselves these questions. You gotta understand where they're coming from. Two kids, 15 and 14, are buried down there, and maybe they're dead, and you are on the premises. Whether or not that was merely a coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our diligence here. Yeah, but, hey bro, there's men stalking me. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines here. That seems an awfully light deflection for me. Wouldn't you say so, Earl? This is a nice town. People don't go stalking strangers in these parts. Whatever, bro. Now, can you tell us what happened down there? And bro, what? You think I just, like, made the mine collapse? I mean, I'll just tell you the truth. We saw some teens sneaking in the abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. You did your best. It's not your fault. Oh hey, guess the cops are done with you. What, are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Jay? Excuse me. Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. You silently follow along. Her driving pose. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree lines. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd rather we didn't get into it. Yeah, sorry about the day. Tabitha doesn't answer. Yeah, whatever. I'm doing terrible, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I gotta focus on the road, though. Alright, fine. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. You know, I base a lot of my decisions on, like, what I don't say mattering, but maybe that's not true. Maybe I should just be, like, exploring everything. Eh, well. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. Suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns around and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Alright, let's call it a day. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty gust bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, those things are things, right? Anika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. WTF! These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. I am. You think about looking out the guest window. At this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between those covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh, just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Where'd my cat go? Damn Tommy knockers. Well, this is the end of episode 2. I didn't kill who I was hoping to kill. I was hoping to escape the iron grip of Kanika and Stella, but, you know, there's always episode 3. Maybe me, Tabitha, and Duke can all get away from this hellhole. Well, guess we'll find out. See ya.